Namaste. Welcome, friends. My name is Christine. Thank you for being here and for joining me on this guided journey through the koshas, all the layers of you in this multi-dimensional human experience. This Yoga Nidra meditation is designed to support you in connecting to and exploring your inner resource. In the practice of bhavana, the practice of cultivation, that which we seed and bring forth, dream and make manifest, meditating on the felt experience of elevated emotions such as gratitude, love, peacefulness, or connection can be a potent and powerful tool to align our energies with our deepest intentions. Remembering a personal practice is a powerful practice. In order to design an effective practice, it is essential to know your why. What do you wish to seed and cultivate in your life? What energies are behind your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors? What energy do you want to move from as you flow through life and as life flows through you? We can choose to move from a place of our boundlessness, from our divine spark, our loving, free self with a capital S. Or we can choose to move from our small self, from our ego's fears, attachments, and aversions. The techniques in this practice will help you in harnessing a felt sense of support and well-being from within. This inner reservoir of strength and comfort can be accessed at any moment, and with continued regular practice, you might even find this felt sense of well-being becoming the backdrop of your experience, the anchor of your experience. Taking the next few moments to invite yourself to set your sacred space, perhaps lighting some incense or building a small altar with meaningful items. Then cozy up into the sanctuary of your Yoga Nidra nest. It is important to ensure you feel as comfortable as possible, and that the body feels as supported, warm, and cozy as possible, keeping in mind the intention to leave the body be and to remain completely still for the duration of the practice. You might support the low back with a bolster or pillow behind the knees. Cover yourself with a blanket, and even cover the eyes with an eye pillow or scarf to let the eyes bathe in the soothing darkness. Then resting the weight of your head back into the support of your pillow. Perhaps taking a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and exhaling an audible sigh out through the mouth as you settle down. Feel the body settling down. For a few moments, just feel how the body rests downward. Feel the backside of the body, the heels and the floor. Feel the calves and buttocks and the floor. Parts of your back and the shoulder blades and the floor. Parts of the arms and hands and the floor. Back of the head and the floor. Feel the whole backside of the body. You might imagine you could sink an inch deeper into the support beneath you. Whole body heavy, tension melting away, thoughts untangling, letting go. Begin to sense the space around you. Notice the qualities of the air in the room, darkness, or perhaps a hint of light from beyond closed eyes. Notice both ears listening, paying intimate attention to sounds arising from silence, fading back into silence. Could you experience sound as pure sensation without attaching any story or narrative to them? Notice the sounds inside the space you're in. Notice sounds just outside your door. Notice sounds from far off. Just let all the sounds be there. Notice the sound of your breath. Let your attention draw in toward the sanctuary of your inner world, the altar of your experience. Might you welcome an inner smile here, a sense of peace and contentment. Now touch in with the breathing, welcoming the already happening rhythm of your breath. Allow breathing to be natural, free of manipulation or control, organic. Follow the pathway of the inhalation. Follow the pathway of the exhalation. If the breath is shallow, allow it. If the breath is deep, allow it. For the next 5 or 6 breaths, focusing on the exhalations. Notice the still point at the bottom of each exhalation. Now, imagine your whole body surrendering to rest. Give yourself permission to rest deeply. It is safe to let go. You are held in the care and container of this practice. Let your attention move to the sacred little red cave of your heart. Notice what is present for you here. What need or longing is arising in your awareness, calling in your sankalpa, a heartfelt wish or intention resonating with you in this moment right now. Could you trust what arises here? Could you trust yourself? Trust that the heart knows what it needs. Perhaps you are working with your own intention, or you might try the following prepared intention. Everything I need is already within me. Everything I need is already within me. Calling it in now, silently repeating it 3 times. Then just let it go. You might imagine yourself casting the seeds to the wind with a trusting and knowing smile. As you relax here, preparing to journey through the physical body, we will begin a rotation of awareness. As you are guided to various points throughout your body, there is nothing to do except listen to the sound of my voice and settle your attention on each body part with an intention to feel what you feel there. Could you bring all of your attention to your feet? Just feel the feet for a moment. Feel the tips of the big toes. Feel the tips of the second toes. Tips of the third toes. Fourth toes. Little toes. Feel the tips of all 10 toes. And the soles of the feet, the top of the feet, the heels. For a moment, just feel this very simple feeling of aliveness here in the feet. Maybe you feel warmth or a vibrancy, a quality that kind of shimmers or tingles. There is no right or wrong, just feeling both feet. Then let awareness soak up into both ankles, the lower legs, knees, the upper legs, both hips, and the whole pelvis. For a few moments, just feel the lower half of the body. Now let awareness soak up into your belly. Take a moment to notice. Is there any holding or gripping here? Or perhaps relaxation without needing to change or fix anything, just noticing what is here and noticing what happens when we bring attention to what is here. From the belly, moving up to the chest, both sides of the chest, and the rib cage gently expanding and contracting with the breathing. Diaphragm subtly rising and falling. Perhaps you can even feel your heart beating. Awareness soaking up into your neck, feeling both sides of the neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck. Then traveling deep inside to the throat, and again checking in here. Is there tightness or maybe relaxation? Nothing to fix or change, just bringing attention to what is here. Awareness traveling up to the head, welcoming sensations inside the mouth, the tip of the tongue, all the way to the root of the tongue, the teeth and gums, and the whole lower jaw, to the tip of the nose. The breath inside the left nostril, the breath inside the right nostril, inside both nostrils together. Feel both nostril flares, the bridge of the nose, dividing attention equally between both eyes. Both eyelids heavy, the warmth of both eye sockets, and the eyeballs themselves like shimmering orbs of sensation. Feel both eyes resting down and back, both cheekbones, temples, eyebrows. Awareness soaking up toward the hairline and the entire scalp, to both ears, the outer ears, the inner ears. Awareness migrating to the center of the brow, center of the throat. From the throat, awareness traveling back out through the neck, and again dividing equally between both shoulders and the shoulder blades. Again, checking in here, noticing what is here from a place of curiosity. Then travel down the upper arms to the elbows, down the lower arms to the wrists, and into both hands. Feel the tips of the thumbs, tips of the index fingers, tips of the middle fingers, ring fingers, little fingers. Feel the tips of all 10 fingers together. And the back of the hands, the palms of the hands. Just feel the energy here in the hands for a few moments. Then follow sensation all the way back up the length of the arms, through both shoulders, into the chest, back down to the belly, and through the pelvis, down both legs, and back into both feet. For a few moments, just feel the whole body as you rest. Feel your whole body is a luminous field of self-aware, vibrating energy. Whole body is a vibrating field of sensation and awareness. Connect back in again with the breath. Notice its constant cycle, building and fading, ebbing and flowing. Then notice the transitions between the breaths. Little quiet moments between breaths, like little quiet moments between thoughts. For the next few moments, could you become curious of these liminal points of transition? Feel the sensation as the breath enters in through the nostrils. Sense that vital life force energy is riding on your breath. For the next few moments, could you become completely attentive to the breathing with no goal other than to listen and to be present? We'll begin to explore dualities. Bring your attention to a memory of a time you felt frustration. Notice how the body responds as you recall this memory. Where does this feeling of frustration show up in the body? Notice any changes in the breath. Now recall a time you felt a sense of deep contentment, like everything, at least for that moment, was complete. no desire to change anything. Perfect contentment. Notice how the body responds to this memory. Notice any effects on the breath. Now go back to the memory of feeling frustration. Now go back to the feeling of total contentment. Go back and forth between these dual experiences and just notice. Now, could you welcome both feelings simultaneously? Welcoming both frustration and deep contentment to be held in your field of awareness at the same time. Release. Let's continue our journey together by exploring our inner resource. An inner resource can be a place from memory or imagined, perhaps somewhere in nature, or maybe sensory deprivation connects you to your inner resource of stillness. Each inner resource will be totally unique to the person. Give yourself permission to be totally free in calling forth your inner sanctuary. You can even have multiple psychic sanctuaries. For example, in one of my own inner resources, I am in a beautiful desert oasis with natural hot springs and many cascading pools to soak in. The sky is gray. Shape-shifting clouds float by. There's a beautiful river curving through the canyon. Vibrant moss of green and orange on the rocks surrounding the hot tubs. Willow trees lining the riverbank. And there are hummingbirds, butterflies, and bumblebees visiting a vast variety of wildflowers. The water is the perfect temperature, not too hot, but just right, heated from deep within the earth, from deep within her sacred body. I can hear the gentle trickle of the cascading water and the percussion of the river water crashing over boulders as it flows forward. The sound of hummingbird wings beating past my head, and a symphony of frogs, birdsong, willow leaves gently whispering as they brush together. The scent of wildflowers carried on the breeze. For the next few moments, What are you experiencing within your own inner sanctuary with your wide open senses? Who's there with you? What's surrounding you? What fragrances do you smell? What sounds are you hearing? What are you feeling? Warmth, coziness. Just let yourself go there. Let yourself be completely immersed there. Noticing all the colors and textures of this space. If you're somewhere in nature, noticing the flora and fauna. Or maybe you're floating in space and you can see nearby planets or stars, supernovas off in the distance. Let your imagination be free and boundless. And for the next few moments, become totally immersed in your inner resource. Be as detailed as possible. Notice now the qualities of your experience of being here in this space. In my inner resource, I feel as if I am floating, as if I am held in the nourishing warmth of Mother Earth's womb, completely relaxed, feeling safe, no worries, totally present within my body and with the flow of my breath and my surroundings. What qualities do you notice about your felt experience of your inner resource? Do you feel like you're at home? A sense of okayness, pleasure, contentment? Notice these qualities now. Now let the imagery fall away, whether from memory or imagined. Just let that all fall away and keep focusing on the qualities that you noticed. Let go of all sensory impressions and dissolve completely into the felt qualities you found. Maybe you feel a sense of being at home, or a sense of being infinite and boundless. Whatever qualities you found, become completely immersed. Could you now describe an overall quality of your inner resource? For me, I feel unconditionally held and a deep sense of freedom and presence. For the next few moments, could you describe the overall sense or quality of your inner resource? Perhaps peace, surrender, safety, support, expansiveness. Notice what is here for you and dissolve completely into this inner experience. A sense of deep, deep rest in your body. A sense of deep, deep rest in your mind. A sense of deep, deep rest in your whole being. Unchanging. Restful. Whole. Let your whole body rest. Resting in the still, unchanging nature self. Rest awareness at your heart center. Awareness at your heart center. And feel as though you could breathe in and out from here. Presence riding on the breath. Remember your sankalpa. Perhaps you're welcoming back the following. Everything I need is already within me. Affirm your sankalpa with conviction, letting the truth of it fill every cell of your body and emanate out. Repeating it 3 times silently to yourself. So be it, and so it is. In your mind's eye, see your body resting on the earth. Sense the rising and falling of the diaphragm. Sense the gentle expansion and contraction of the rib cage and chest. Sense the breath inside the nostrils. Now feel the density of the earth beneath you and welcome the hug of gravity. in your mind's eye and through your open senses, notice where you are in space, sensing the environment around you, noticing the sounds, the quality of air in the room, the sensation of clothing or blankets on your skin, fragrances and aromas in the air. Take time to invite small gestures back into the body. When you feel ready, welcoming yourself back, maybe wiggling toes and fingers, then rolling out wrists and ankles. You might hug your knees to your chest, or maybe take a good morning stretch. Then rolling onto either side and taking a few final breaths in a fetal position, savoring the liminal as you slowly return to normal waking consciousness, knowing there is no rush. Reflect here on your journey, noticing the qualities of your experience, how the body feels, how the nervous system feels, how the breath feels, your mood as well as any thoughts present. And thanking yourself for the gift of slowing down and being here. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Be well, friends.